Okay, we did have some thick fog this morning, but it was only for a few hours. So we're going to get this home, and then we can get our, yeah, it's still going to be foggy. It's just no longer thick fog. But then we can get our grass fields done and put away. Okay, here we are. I'm assuming that it is all, hey, I didn't actually look, but it has been a couple days, and no, it's not. And I wonder if that's because I know and one of the things that the update did is lower the rate at which things dry. So I guess this doesn't even need to be done. I mean, I assume we can still rake it up and then when it is ready, it'd already be ready, but that doesn't really make too much sense. So yeah, this likely isn't getting done until November, which isn't a problem. It's already cut, so it will start growing. But I guess we can leave that there and go the shorter way to get back. Oh, well, we wanted to get this back here anyway. Let's check. The cows could definitely use some TMR, so we can get that done. And that should be it. Now we can put just straw in there. And we should be able to go back up with the wagon and get one wagon full of chaff today. Not too long before it gets dark, but it's not like I ever got that light today, even without the heavy, thick fog or whatever. That cleared up this morning. Hopefully tomorrow will be a better day. Or a less gloomy day, at least. That'd be nice. It's supposed to rain. I don't know if we can see when yet. We'll look at the fields. I'm pretty sure we're gonna have to save. Okay. We should be able to see when it's gonna, or we'll likely be able to see when it's going to rain. Tomorrow. Oh, very early in the morning. So, I mean, we can't see that far. We can see to the afternoon. and we don't see any more rain, so it might be fine for the rest of the day. We'll have to see. I don't know if that was already lowered. Great demand at dairy, huh? Must not be regular milk. I can't even. I don't know if it would be. Oh, buffalo milk. Great demand. Figured I'd look. There's not that many things the dairy could want. Finding what the great demand at Cooksey, on the other hand, yeah, I wouldn't worry about finding that. Okay, we are just about there, so I'm just going to keep taking off this corner. Just like 100 more liters. Yeah, that's good enough. And let's disconnect that. Point of starting on this side was I've been putting more on the side I end on instead of the side I started on, but I still put more on that side. I think that's good. We will definitely be able to drive over that. It's actually almost fully compacted. And we are one day closer to the end of October. And we will have to see after the rain if that if the grass does turn to hay tomorrow. If not, then I guess we will be doing more foraging. So, as you can see, we have some very very dry spots in our, well, the field itself is pretty dry, but there are spots that are so dry that they have a chance to wither. And I assume that the other field over here will be similar. Well, I know this is about similar, so there's a very good chance that there's a part in that that also would be. But even so, I don't think, yeah, we're not getting any more rain today. So it needs moisture. Now I did change the front tank. I didn't put it back to baseline what it was. But instead of being a 50,000 liter front tank, it's now a 5,000 liter front tank. That seemed like it would still be enough that it's not tedious, but not so much that it's grossly over into unrealistic territory like it was. Now, I found that that still wasn't enough to, or wasn't small enough to let it have mass from extra water. So it still doesn't get mass from water. I would have had to bring it down to like a 3,000 liter tank, and that seemed like that was still going to be a little too small. Okay, so I don't know if I want to see how much water it adds. I don't know if like the moisture retention makes a difference on how much water it adds, or if it's just random. Okay, so right in front of us is 1043, 1286 at 3.6%. We don't have blinds. And 43 and what, 1286? Yeah, 1286 at 3.7%. I don't remember what it was after that, but I'm pretty sure it was about halfway for both of them. So 0.1%. Now I don't know if we can. I want to know if we can run over it again. I know that was a thing on the spots where it worked before, that you could run over it again. Yeah, so 3 point, almost 9% now. So it's giving 0.14%, 0.13, something like that. But 3.89%. The thing with doing it with the irrigation active is it obviously climbs up on its own. So can't really tell how much is the water and how much is the paid irrigation. Oh, we can turn it off. $43. No, wrong way. 4 point. I don't know if it really does much with the paid irrigation. Like the paid irrigation obviously does a lot. But I don't know if the adding water on top is doing that much. But I know before it said throwing water while doing irrigation would be 400% effective, so I assume 4 times as effective. I actually don't remember the word, so it might have even meant 5 times. I'd have to look at the description. And that does not seem like if that was 4 times as effective, it was not actually 4 times as effective. If that makes sense. So we might run it a little longer, give ourselves some of the money back, or we might not because it's cheaper now. We'll decide. We definitely won't give ourselves the whole amount. This water is doing something, but I don't think it's doing as much as it's supposed to. Or I just misunderstood how the thing is, or maybe that's even taken out of the description now. I read the changes, but I didn't reread the description to see if that was still stated. We're going to, oh, I dropped my pencil. I think we're going to mark down 140. And that's how much we're going to pay. And we're going to get this to at least like 8%. Let's go get this refilled and we can do the other one. We can also check on our grass turning into hay progress. I mean, not that I've walked over all of it, but it does appear like it did lose some. I'm pretty sure we saw some at 17 something %, and we haven't seen that this time around. This is why I didn't want to make it any smaller than 5,000 liters. It is way better than it was, but it still does go through it pretty quickly. We're going to need to go refill this to do the inside. Okay, there we go. Oh, I thought I turned it off before I started folding it. But that one we're actually going to stop now. So that one we'll just pay. Okay, let's put these away. We can't do our hay, so I guess we are, well, we're going to check prices. Nothing should be the right price, but you never know with when you're close to a month and eggs are close to. Okay, they're in the green now. They're actually very close to the max. 1400 is the max that this says, and it's 3 off at the train, though. Cheese, obviously, we do not have the full thing. Barley, I mean, it's a wheat that we're definitely looking forward to selling, and that is like barley in the yellow, so it's getting there. That's only 0.3 hours more. And we can head up to do some more foraging. We could also check the other hayfield. There's a possibility that this one's fine. Maybe it is. I'm not seeing any. Oh, there we go. Not quite here either. I forgot that the drier part of the field was still the part that's near the water. Because, yes. And we'll just start up here because it's easier. I did want to look to see how we're going with this as far as how much we've turned everything off. Yeah, still not as not quite as good as this side of this, but not totally unexpected, and I think it still looks better than the first round, maybe? I did see there was yesterday in the sales there, it might even still be there. No, it wasn't the right part of it anyway, but it was the mod. So it wasn't the corn one. No, wait, where's the? Yeah, it wasn't that one. It was this one. Haven't really been looking too much at that because, well, we're not going to be. It had to be something really great on sale. I didn't even really look though. but yeah. But yeah, it had to be a really great sale for me to want that instead of, having the money to buy the dairy. I don't even know what we would want. Like what would show up there that would be worth it, even if it was a great sale. There's definitely things we want. Maybe a slurry tanker. I mean, manure spreader would be okay, but we can sell the manure without any additional equipment. Pretty sure we can get that in our we should be able to get it in our tipper. I didn't even look to see how much manure we have. We have 46,000 liters, which it's worth apparently 1,700 euros at max price. And that's rounding up. Let's see. So this is still on the driver's side. I was wondering if we finished all of the driver's side, but there's still a few rows of the driest part of the field. We're not going to get much here. I actually just want to, well, I was going to see if there's any invisible stalks while we go and get this little bit that that's not invisible stalk, that's me going into the row. Come and get this. We're almost full. You see, very, very, very slow during this part. We'll just cut into this part. That way we don't mess up the straight edge over there, filling up the rest of this wagon. We do have all of next month, and we don't have that much we have to do. There will be eggs to sell, hopefully. Well, there will be eggs to sell. Hopefully we'll get a good price. There will be, well, those 2 grass fields will be hay at some point. And this field. I think that's, well, taking care of animals, obviously. I think that's it. So we'll definitely have the time to get this done in November. Got a good chunk of it done. There's more than enough. Let's pull this over here. Yeah, nope, it was already on that. No, it looks about as smooth as we're gonna get with just wheels. And it's a nice, easy thing to drive on for when we bring more to it next month. And I do want to just quickly check these fields, see how far the rest of the day brought them down. I mean, they should be fine. It will rain in the morning for a while, at least 3 hours. And no, at least last winter, there was a lot of moisture added over the winter. We just have to get them to the snow, and I think we'll be fine. But they should be good for a couple days. We will see.